Hello and welcome back. Today I will be discussing a hot topic, and that is to be a woman in Dubai. I will talk about my experience, how I felt when I was here the first time over 10 years ago and how it is now, how to dress, how to act, is it safe, and in general, how is it to be a woman in Dubai. If you are planning to move here, this video is for you. So of course the most common question is what to wear in Dubai. I normally wear kind of the same clothes as I have in Europe. Of course, if I ever go to the mosque, I will cover myself. You need to cover your hair and everything. But in general, just cover your shoulder a little bit, don't wear super tight. Even if a lot of tourists do that, I would try to respect the culture. You're actually in their country, so you kind of need to respect their value. But like if you are in the beach or by the pool, of course you can wear a bikini, and if you go to a nightclub you can wear a little bit more like Europe. In the mall, just wear modest clothes, and it's super cold in the mall, so you actually have to cover up. Just be yourself, have common sense, and you will be fine. But you don't need to cover yourself up. Why are people moving to Dubai? I would say it's two big reasons. The first reason is, of course, because it's tax-free. So all the money you make, you get in your hand. You don't pay any taxes. The second reason now is because of the safety. Dubai is one of the safest cities in the world, and UAE is ranked as number 3. I never felt afraid when I'm walking alone or when I'm out. Like, it's super safe. You can leave your phone on the table if you go and order food, and this phone's gonna still be there. In Barcelona, I wouldn't wear my more expensive stuff because I know it's a lot of pickpocketing, it's a lot of robbery, and the same in Stockholm. So in Dubai, I can actually wear my stuff without being afraid. But of course, mostly because I know nothing is going to happen to me when I'm walking by myself. As a matter of fact, Dubai ranks as one of the best cities for solo female travelers because they know they can go there by themselves and be safe there. And the weather, of course, can be crazy hot during the summer, but during the colder months from October to May, it's amazing. And there's so many activities you can do, both outdoor and indoors. And yeah, enjoying the sun and the beach. Nobody can complain about that. Another big advantage to be in Dubai that I really think about before is all the people and all the culture and experience. I met so many cool people all over the world. When you are in a restaurant, you are in a taxi, like when you're playing paddle, people are super friendly. And I like that. Even if there's so many different culture and so many different people is actually respecting each other. The only time I will say I feel a little bit weird is in the taxi. When the taxi driver doesn't talk to me, he only talks to Jacob. I don't like that, but that's a culture thing, so you can't really do anything about that. But otherwise, I think it's really nice, even if there's so many different cultures, that everyone is getting along. There's no fights. I've never seen a fight. People think it's really strict in Dubai, and it's not. They're actually really friendly, especially the Emirati. They're always quite social, they always joke around, they're super respectful, they're holding up the doors. And also the expat is doing the same. Getting around in Dubai is really convenient. In this metro, you have different areas. You have the comfortable and luxury areas, which only the gold member can be in. But you also have a women and children area, which is really good. And that's really popular among women to just stay there. But of course, the women can also be in the other carriage. I will say one downside with the metro is that it can be really packed during the peak hours. People don't really respect your personal space. They're really like super tight, even in the women area. So you need to be prepared for that. People not gonna go up and you can take their seat. They're gonna fight for it. So if you can avoid the peak hour, I will, because it's super packed. If you don't want to use the public transportation, there's taxis everywhere and they're quite cheap. Many people think that everything in Dubai is really expensive, but the taxi is cheap. You can get from the downtown to the marina for under $20. So it's really handy. Renting a car is also easy to do, and they're everywhere. You can use your international driving license to rent a car. The only issue that we heard is a lot of people get a lot of fines because they don't know the rules. So it's easy to get fines. So whenever you're handing in the car, you get a long list with all the fines. If that happened to you, you should ask for evidence, because we heard it's a lot of fraud now, that they're trying to make money of it. So they're trying to give you fake tickets. Most of the people in Dubai have their own car. It's really handy. It's quite cheap to get it as well. Another misconception is that women are not allowed to drive in Dubai or UAE, and that is totally incorrect. So both Emirati and expat can drive by themselves. You don't need to have any male in the car. If you have a driving license, you can just hire a car or have your own and just drive whatever you want. make sure that you're not going in the peak hour. You will sit there for hours. There's a lot of accidents in Dubai as well. So many people have cars, so you need to be careful in traffic. Another topic is about the healthcare. It's actually really good here in Dubai. If you're an Marathi, you get it for free, but if you're expat, you normally get it from the employer or your visa. So we have it through our visa. You get normally like a basic package, but you can upgrade yourself if you pay a little bit more, and then you can get a better coverage. You can choose between better hospital as well. So I wouldn't be worried about the healthcare here. So where to start? How will I be able to go to Dubai? So the hardest thing is to get a job here in Dubai. You need actually to be in Dubai to be able to get anything, and especially if you're a woman, because 3/4 of the population is men, and it's dominated by men with all the work as well. So you really have to push yourself into the work. But of course, there is opportunity if you really want to go. I will advise you to have a higher education to go here, because there's a lot of work that is not paid well. So you need to have some experience to be able to work here in Dubai. About the work culture, I have heard different stories about it. It could be quite rough, especially because there's so much males compared to women, and the women really need to fight to get voice heard. I can't really talk about it that much because I'm a freelancer. So I work by myself. You kind of need to be prepared that it's not going to be like Europe. It's much tougher culture. I know women can feel that it's harder for them to get a job as well, but women can both be employed or have their own company. So I know it's a lot of women who goes to Dubai and open up their own company, or if they're an influencer. So there are different ways to be able to come to Dubai. I would say one downside to be in Dubai is friends, because there's so many expats and there's so many people that go to Dubai for a couple of years and then they go back. It's kind of hard to find like real good friends that you will have for a long time. We've been playing a lot of paddle and we met a lot of lovely friends there. So you just need to find the right environment. And there's a lot of chat groups, there's a lot of events that's going on, especially for women. So if you actually taking your time and find the right people, you will actually get some really good friends. But I will say that will take some time, because people are getting it tax-free. The accommodation is quite expensive, so it will be more expensive than you have in Europe. And I will say a good tips is that there's a lot of groups that you can find people to stay with, to share apartments. So it might be tough in the beginning, but you will get it there. Dating in Dubai, I haven't done it because of Jacob, of course. But when I'm talking to my girlfriends and also with the men, it's really hard to get a partner here in Dubai, especially because a lot of people is here temporary. So they're here for a couple of years and then they move back. Another is the culture thing. It can sound really good on the paper, but when you actually get to know each other, you can feel the differences in the culture-wise. Even if Dubai guaranteed equal rights on paper, it's not always working like that. It will be harder for you, to get a work, to buy properties, have the same equal rights. Of course, not everything is perfect in Dubai. It has ups and downs, but I would say it has more ups now, and it actually is changing. You can see the last 10 years it's been changing a lot. Of course, there's a lot of things that they still need to work on the equal rights and everything, but they're getting there. It's much better now. So if I compare the first time I was in Dubai to now, it's a huge difference. Before, I felt like a lot of people were staring at me. I was afraid what to wear. I felt I was more strict compared to now. It's so much tourists, it's so much expats. So I actually feel like another city in Europe. It's super easy, it's friendly, people respect each other. So I will say it's a huge difference, especially if you drink alcohol. Before it was really restricted. Now it's more open as well. You can drink it in most of the places. You can't drink on the streets, of course, but if you are in a beach club or a restaurant or a bar, there's plenty of places. You can actually go to the store now. Not all the supermarkets, but some of the stores have alcohol that you can buy as well. So a lot of people are coming to buy to follow the dreams, to get the perfect job, to get so much money, to live this flashy life. But that's not really Dubai. I would say that's probably 5% of Dubai. Like normally a lot of people, it's just normal there. Like of course they will get more money compared to what they have back home, but you need to know that it's so much more expensive to live in Dubai as well. Like the accommodation, the food, if you go to the supermarket, it's so much more expensive. So there is actually people living a normal life in Dubai as well. If you're thinking about going to Dubai or move to Dubai, you should definitely do it. You need to prepare yourself, you need to have the right education, you need to have some experience, you need to have some buffer as well, because it is expensive in Dubai. But take the chance if you have, because it is amazing. The weather is super good, people are really friendly. It's a cool place to be. It is like a bubble, but it's a nice bubble, and if you be there for a couple of years, you will really enjoy it. So definitely try it out, and if you have any questions, let me know and I'm happy to answer it. So if you like this video, subscribe and let me know if there is anything else you want me to discuss. See ya, bye.